Today I'm showing you how to make Crumbl cookie style pumpkin cookies that are actually low carb, loaded with protein, and smothered in a dreamy cream cheese frosting that packs even more protein. These cookies are big, soft, and each has 17 grams of protein and only 4 net carbs. So you don't have to feel guilty eating these cookies because they're actually good for you. All right, let's get to baking. Start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then in a big mixing bowl, we're going in with a 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt. And I'm using the Faye Greek yogurt 5%. Too Good is another great yogurt that's higher in protein and lower in carbs. It's actually lower in carbs in this brand that I'm using. But my grocery store doesn't often carry the Too Good brand in the plain flavored. So I'm just working with what I got. And I know yogurt and cookies might sound a little weird, but it's actually a secret weapon here. It's what keeps these cookies soft, moist, and gives us some extra protein. Plus, it lowers the calories because we don't have to use oil or butter to get that moisture. Up next, add a 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree, not the pumpkin pie filling, that is different, that actually contains sugar, just the 100% pure pumpkin puree. And pumpkin isn't just here to give us that classic fall flavor. I mean, we're making pumpkin cookies, so we gotta have some pumpkin in there, but it's also helped keeping our cookies fluffy and tender, especially when we pair it with some protein powder, which we're gonna add in just a minute. But first, add in a 1/4 cup of your favorite sugar-free granulated sweetener that measures cup for cup with sugar. My favorite brand is Lakanto Classic, but use whatever is your favorite. Then crack in 1 large egg and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract for that cozy bakery style flavor. And then we'll whisk that all together until it's smooth. Now let's bring in the dry ingredients. We are actually adding everything to one bowl because I'm really not in the mood to do extra dishes today. And it's fine, it works. Add in 1 cup of almond flour. This gives us a nice soft base without all the carbs, plus it keeps it gluten-free. And to add to that, stir in 1 tablespoon of oat fiber. Now this ingredient might seem fancy, but this is what gives our cookies structure and gives it a better crumb so that the cookies feel more like that of a real Crumbl cookie instead of a flat pancake cookie. And oat fiber is actually 0 net carbs because it's all fiber and none of it's absorbed, so it's not gonna affect your blood sugar. Then we add in 1 scoop of unflavored protein powder. I like to use Isopure 0 carb protein powder. It is my go-to protein powder for all of my protein bakes. And like I mentioned before, it's working with that pumpkin to help give a texture that is fluffy and soft. Follow that with a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder for some lift and a pinch of salt to help balance the sweetness. And then we gotta have the pumpkin pie spice. It's 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice to just lock in that fall flavor. And then stir this all together just until it's combined. Then grab yourself a large cookie scoop. This is bigger than a 1 tablespoon cookie scoop. I know that. It might be a 2 or a 3. I'll let you know down below in the description box. But it's what I use, and this will help give you 6 large cookies with it. And you're gonna scoop that dough onto a parchment lined baking tray. And then this will go in the oven to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for around 15 to 18 minutes. You just want to cook them just until they're set on top where they don't push down. They feel a little bit firmer on top. And while those are baking, quick reminder that my cookbook Protein Packed is coming out soon. It's full of recipes that are comfort foods that you're gonna love. Your family's gonna love them. They're all low carb. They're all high in protein. I'd say the majority of them are gluten-free, and so they're actually gonna fit your goals. And I do have some more cookie recipes in there too. I'll link it down below so that you can pre-order or you can scan right here, or just go to proteinpackbook.com to snag your copy. All right, let's make some frosting to go with our cookies. We're gonna add 4 ounces of softened cream cheese to a smaller bowl. Room temperature is best here so that it mixes easily. And to that, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of some more Greek yogurt just for some creaminess and to give extra protein. Plus, we're gonna add 1 scoop of protein powder. Remember I said the frosting also had protein in it. Greek yogurt, protein powder, we're meeting those macro goals. Then 2 tablespoons of sugar-free sweetener to sweeten it up. And you're gonna mix that with an electric mixer until it's light, smooth, and fluffy. And that's it. You've got a high protein cream cheese frosting that you're gonna wanna put on everything. This would be amazing on some protein pancakes, which I do have a recipe for in my cookbook, Protein Packed. So you don't want to miss that. Once the cookies are out of the oven and cooled, we're going to spread that frosting generously over each one. And then I like to sprinkle on a little extra pumpkin pie spice just because I'm feeling fancy and it tastes good too. And there you go. Soft, thick Crumbl style pumpkin cookies that are low carb, packed with protein, and honestly taste like fall. And they're so much better for you than the ones you're gonna get at Crumbl Cookie. If you're in the fall baking mood, you have to try my low carb chocolate chip cookies. These taste just like Toll House cookies, and so many of you have made them and said that they're your favorite keto chocolate chip cookie. If you haven't tried them yet, click right here so you can see how to make them.